We welcome you inside the Powassan Sportsplex for episode 4 of the Afterburner. Yep, this is the 4th episode. We're not canceled. Nobody here though. So where do we go from here? I know. We got a 2-for-1 special for you this time with the Powassan Voodoos taking on the Timmins Rock and French River Rapids. The Voodoos came into the game Friday night against the Rock with 2 wins against the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners and the Elliott Lake Wildcats last weekend. Also in this episode, we talk bow ties with Tomas Yachmenev. Yep, he's got a fashion line coming, folks. But first, let's get to those highlights.
To Seguin, over to Dixon, and it's picked off by Yachmenev, good moving advantage player, going to go right in, shot, oh! And there's Powassan's first shot on goal. Jones with it, off the boards. Here goes Yachmenev, good head of steam, going right in, shoots! No goal! Comes Campbell over to Yachmenev, he shoots, he scores! Yachmenev! Right downtown Main Street, puts the puck in behind Masternak to give the Voodoos a 1-0 lead. Back to Campbell and Sugar scores! Goes in! To make it 2-0 Voodoos! Go right in, shot, on to see by Dramatic. Puck right up front, Seguin. Back to point again, Anderson, over to Seguin. Into overtime, back to Seguin, over to Anderson with the puck. Back to overtime, to Seguin, that's a shot goal. And that is it. Boston is going to skate away with a 2-0 victory.
Again, Joe Verbetic standing tall, and Tomas Yachmenev had himself quite the game, getting a goal. And again, we're going to talk some bow ties with the guy coming up. But first, let's head on over to the other side of the rink, where Jordan Pearce will take you through the stats of tonight's game.
Thanks, Kortney. The Powassan Voodoos beat the Timmins Rock 2-0 tonight. Joe Verbetic stood tall, making 36 saves on the night. David Campbell had 2 assists, and Tomas Yachmenev had 1 goal. This puts Powassan 1 point behind Timmins in the East Division. Now to Kortney for our ace of the game.
Pleased to be joined by Tomas Yachmenev, our second star of the game and our ace of the game here tonight, getting a goal. But you almost had 2 goals there, Tomas. Take us through that play. What happened? You said you hit the post.
Well, I went on a breakaway, went on my backhand, back on my forehand, hit the puck off the post myself, and then kind of went off my leg, went in the net. I hit the post, knocked off the net. The ref said that I ran into the goalie, but I just talked through with him and just told him what happened, and it's a fair call. The ref's decision, so I can't do anything really about that one.
Well, we'll just pretend the score is actually 3-0 as opposed to 2-0. But you did get a goal on the night, and I have to say, standing in the penalty box area, me and the scorekeeper, Jeremy, were thinking, wow, he's having a great game. And then the one that goes in isn't off a breakaway. You had like 4 or 5 breakaways. The one that goes in is just a shot from the blue line. Again, take us through that play.
Well, first of all, it was a good pick by Campbell, a good pass up to the slot. I just had empty corner, just shot it there and scored, and it went well. Good goal.
And did you have any other preparation in this game? Because you came out like a man possessed.
Nope, just the usual pregame routine that I do before every game. I just came out to battle and just win the game.
Now I gotta ask you, just because it's been a running joke all season, but the bow tie. What was the inspiration for the bow tie? And you're the only guy I know that can rock the bow tie every single game.
I mean, I love wearing the bow tie. That's like the special style of mine, so rock it every game just to make sure I'm the only one.
Are you gonna let any of your other teammates rock the bow tie, or just you?
No, not to say that I wouldn't let them, but I wouldn't really like that. It's kind of my special thing, so.
Now, the name Yachmenev is well known around these parts. Your dad played for the Centennials, and he ended up coaching you last season. Do you feel any pressure knowing, or coming to Powassan knowing that, this is an area that your dad played hockey and his name's well known?
Well, at the beginning of last season where I started off, I felt a bit of pressure, yes, because my dad was well known. But then I just loosened up a bit and just started playing my game and just went on with the season. And now I feel much better without any pressure.
So I got to ask also, your dad was a coach last season with the Voodoos, but now it's you got Josh Dale, and he was around last year too. How would you rate Josh Dale on a scale of 1 to 10 as opposed to your dad?
Ooh, I'd rate him a 10 out of 10.
All right, well, you heard it here first, folks. He's given Josh Dale a 10 out of 10, but how about your dad's coaching last year? What would you give him that?
Also a 10 out of 10. It's nice to have my dad on the bench. It was a good experience. He gives me some tips, and he really helps out with his experience, so it was nice.
Now, was that just because he's your dad or just because of all the experience he offered?
Because all the experience from playing and even coaching overseas, it was just nice to have him behind the bench.
Do you give any coaches that you've ever had anything but a 10 out of 10?
Nope. I liked all my coaches. 10 out of 10 for everyone.
All right, so you heard it here first. Tomas Yachmenev likes all the coaches that he played for. Thank you for joining me, Tomas.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
And that was Tomas Yachmenev. Again, second start of the game. Some great goals all season long from Yachmenev. And we're here for Game 2 of our 2-for-1 special. We were planning on bringing you the Powassan Voodoos versus the French River Rapids Monday, although that game was canceled due to inclement weather. So instead, we decided we'll take the road trip to Noelville on Wednesday, and we'll bring you that game as well, in which the Powassan Voodoos defeat the French River Rapids 7-5 and get an important 2 points in their quest for playoff seeding. Let's take you through the highlights right now. Fortunately, all alone on Chichagoy, and he buries the puck right underneath the glove of Christian Chichagoy to tie the game all up at 1-1 between the Rapids and the Voodoos. All alone, but what a save by Christian Chichagoy. And somehow the puck gets through Christian Chichagoy into the back of the net. And after Powassan scores 3 in a row, French River responds to cut the lead in half at 4-2. The puck gets back almost to the blue line, and they bury it past Christian Chichagoy to pull within 1 goal with 17:30 left in the third period. 4-3 Voodoos lead. And the puck comes out front to Joe Whittet, and he makes no mistake and buries it to give the Voodoos another 2-goal lead. It's now 5-3 after the power play goal by Whittet. Smith coming in all alone. Jones with a nice hustle back, but the puck is saved by Christian Chichagoy. Puck comes out to the slot, and they beat Chichagoy right over the blocker arm, and they come back to within 1 goal with 7:24 left in the third. Score is now 5-4, Voodoos lead. Cade Hurd just beating the buzzer. Again, great highlights put together by cameraman Mike, who does pretty much anything you could ask for behind the scenes, always making us look pretty good as well. The Voodoos coming off a 7-5 victory over the Rapids, and now to our ace of the game. Pleased to be joined by 2-goal scorer Gabby Kioki here tonight. And Gabby, 2 goals. You had your parents in attendance too against the French River Rapids. How does it feel?
It feels pretty good. Put 2 pucks in the net today. Today was a really important game, so I'm glad I got that through.
Growing up, though, I know the Rock weren't always around, but does it feel good to pass your hometown team?
Yeah, for sure. It's always good to show that grit, I guess.
Now, being a Northern boy as well, and being coming down and playing in Powassan, I know they're probably the most south destination in the NOJHL, but just really sum up your first season now that it's coming to an end with Powassan.
I'm pretty proud of my season so far. I think I've developed a lot more than last year, and I'm learning new things every day, and I'm getting better every day.
All right, thanks for this, Gabby Kioki with 2 goals tonight in the 7-5 victory over the French River Rapids. Pleased to be joined by head coach Max Gavin. And Max, very important 2 points here against the Rapids. A little bit closer than I think you would have liked, though.
Yeah, definitely. But hey, you know what? Credit to them. They work hard, even with a short lineup. They didn't stop to the very end, and you got to give them a lot of credit for that.
Now you're coming near the end of your first season with the Voodoos, and just really sum up what the season's been like for yourself.
Learning, a lot of learning. Coming from college, where you're only playing 20 games to going to 56 games. That's a big learning curve as a coach, and even working with younger players as well. I'm used to working with 20 to 25-year-olds, so a lot of learning for sure.
And also being an affiliate with the battalion and being a coach that has to help try and develop these kids, what kind of challenges does that present you?
No challenges. In fact, it's exciting as you get to work with a lot of high-end young talent, and I think we have a great group of guys in here that can show those younger guys, and in terms of our older guys, showing the younger guys how to work and what it takes to get to the next level. Because we have a couple guys that played major junior games, so it's big for our younger guys.
And you guys are heading into the playoffs. We're unsure of who you're playing as of this moment, though. But really, what are you looking for in the playoffs?
Well, I think as you can see, I think. We're now leapfrog over Cochrane there for 4th, but I think every team has a 600 better winning percentage, 1 through 5. So I think it's really just going to come down to a little puck luck and who's playing hot at the right time. So I'm really excited. It's going to be fun.
All right, thanks for this, Max.
Thank you.
As you could tell from my interview against Gabby Kioki and Max Gavin, that our stats guy Jordan Pearce is not here because he did not keep me in line. The Voodoos actually leapfrogged the Cochrane Crunch. The Voodoos came into the game with 62 points on the season, the Crunch with 63, so the Voodoos now have gone up to 4th place with 64 points. Yeah, Jordan said something about doesn't like spending much time around me, I smell or something, so he just didn't want to make the trip to Noelville. Anyways, again, the Voodoos winning 7-5 here in Noelville. I want to thank Tomas Yachmenev for being our ace of the game the first game. Again, Max Gavin for his great interview, and Gabby Kioki for putting up with my really lame questions. But you know what? They love it, we love it, and we love bringing it to you. Also want to thank the French River Rapids for their hospitality and letting us come and shoot here in beautiful Noelville. We'll see you next time on the Afterburner.